Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Okay, so here we have today a very unusual car. This is a 66 plate Volvo V40 Cross Country Pro. Now the specification of this car is pretty unbelievable really. It's got an astonishing engine. There's a few other quirks about the car which I'll talk you through as we go around. But fundamentally, a really nicely spec'd car, finished in this lovely silver. Looks very nice on the road actually. It's sort of I think the idea of cross country is it's a V40, just sort of lifted up a little bit higher to give it that kind of off-road look and stance. But it's a really good looking car, incredible specification. The car's got a wonderful service history behind it. I think it's about 4 or 5 stamps from Volvo, and the rest from like a Volvo specialist. Now we like to give some background and some history on the cars that we have for sale here. So this is a car we actually took in part exchange. The customer who part exchanged it with us purchased a CX-5 from us. Actually inquired from distance. So this car had been living down in Plymouth. Called up on a CX-5 that we'd taken in. I think we'd had it like 24 hours. It was a particularly desirable car, and therefore he was sort of happy to talk about the deal at distance. We did the deal completely over the phone and delivered the CX-5 to the customer, who's very happy with it, and then we collected this and brought it back to us. So good element of trust from sort of both parties to do a deal at such a distance, but we are getting used to it now. It's becoming more and more common. We do offer off-site nationwide delivery, so even if you're not local to us, you can buy with a good amount of confidence. Now there's a few things that make this car quite interesting. So it's got a brilliant 2-litre diesel engine, produces 190 PS, and believe it or not, even though this car has around 200 horsepower, an automatic gearbox, has all the tech and specification that it does, this car costs £30 a year to tax, which really surprised me. It's purely to do with when it was registered. You know, if you'd have bought one after the April of 2017, it would have been £165 a year to tax. But for everything this car can offer you for £30 tax, it's absolutely brilliant. You've got that sort of nice feeling that you're annoying somebody in the government by driving such a nice car for such a small amount of road tax. And now the specification, I'll talk you through it as we go around. So the car has inbuilt navigation. Oh, sorry, car's still locked. Bear with me. I've just parked it here. That's why. Car has inbuilt navigation, which we'll come on to shortly. You've got this full black leather interior, which is really lovely, with this sort of cross stitching here, which looks really smart. Electric seats with memory function, so that can be programmed off the key. I noticed when I approached it, the previous owner had obviously done so because the seating position was set to their position. But you've got a really good sized boot, parking sensors front and back that I mentioned. Also got a reversing camera there. Car has self-park on it as well. So you'll notice with the parking sensors at the side, you're able to see that you can sort of come past a parking space. It'll let you look for said parking space, and will alert you if there's one big enough and park itself. So very clever stuff. You see there, I've mentioned the electric adjust on the seats with memory function, which you can program to key. All electric windows and power fold mirrors. It's a push button start car. Of course, we have 2 keys for the car, both the sort of Volvo genuine keys that it would have come with. You just have to have your foot on the brake. You press that starter button one time and the car comes into life. Now the car's covered a little over 45,000 miles from memory. I'll just move everything out of the way, bear with me. You'll be able to see, tyre pressure lights come on, don't worry, we will sort that out. There you go, 45,153 miles. So not a great deal at all, given that this is sort of a 6-year-old car now, so well under average mileage. And for a Volvo diesel engine, that's absolutely nothing. These tend to go on forever. They just ask for regular oil changes. So on entry, you've got this really lovely digital dash. So all this is digital. You'll notice even things like the rev counter. I'm supposed to put into neutral. That's all digital display. You can see you've got like a little power band there on the side and digital speed readout, which is really nice. Come over to the centre. I'll go for reverse. You've got that really lovely crystal clear image of the rear camera. And as I move the steering wheel, you might notice it shows you where you're going to move to. And parking sensors front and back. There's a little icon down here for the self-park function, which you can see there, and you see it'll come up on the dashboard there saying that it's scanning. That means it's just looking for a parking space that's big enough. As you drive past on the left hand side, idea being that you come to a stop past the car that's just in front of you, put it into reverse, it will do the steering for you, you just have to do the throttle and the brake, and it will navigate you back into the parking space in one move, in theory. So really clever stuff. Don't think that's something you see on all of these. It was definitely some sort of option or part of the spec of this one. You've also got a heated front windscreen. That is one of the most sort of rare options we tend to encounter in any car, because I know that I think Ford patented it, or whoever it was that had the rights to it, but you probably can just see there's little wavy lines, and you probably can't see them, little wavy lines of the heated wire going through the windscreen. You've got climate control, air conditioning, heated front seats as well, so electric adjust with memory and heated. You've got this lovely multimedia system at the top here. If I put that back into drive, so you see you've got mobile phone connectivity there, integrated navigation, full colour display. It's a really nice sort of crystal clear, sharp image. You get all your information of your climate control down the bottom here as well. Gear lever, something we don't tend to talk about, to be honest, but it's really nice to use. You just have to have the button depressed at the top here, and you cycle down through your options. As you go over to this section here, you'll notice it says S with a plus and a minus. It's like a sport setting, and you've got a manual shift option, so you can press it forward to go up a gear, pull it down to go down a gear. So you've got that compromise between manual and automatic. Normal manual handbrake, double cup holders in here. And yeah, that stop-start button at the top. It's just a very nice place to be. Very comfortable seats. I know Volvo did loads of work with improving their seating. I can't remember when that started, around 2014, 2015. They had them designed by some sort of orthopedic surgeon or something like that. So they're really comfortable and nice seats. And the car's in wonderful condition. I'm struggling to find much wrong with it, to be honest. It looks like it might have had a very small chip in the windscreen at some point, which has been repaired, but barely noticeable. Other than that, it really is lovely. Even things like stone chips, there's no stone chips on the bonnet. It really is a very sharp condition car. Like I said, the only thing I can notice that it's currently got the tyre pressure monitoring light on. We'll have that resolved before it finds its way to a new owner. The car will also be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty, and that's included in the advertised cost of the car. Mentioned, given the setup with taking in this particular car, we do offer nationwide delivery and distance sales. We're very competitive purchasers of used cars, so if you're thinking of selling your existing car, give us a try. We'll give you a more than competitive offer for it. And I mentioned this car will also be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then. Bye.